Hey guys, this is Down Phoenix, and we're here to talk about The Last of Us, Ellen Page, and the character Ellie in The Last of Us, who purportedly looks like Ellen Page, according to Ellen Page. This should be interesting. Now, Ellen Page has been in a number of movies, including Juno, Inception, and so on. I'm sure you can take a look at the IMDb page and see what all she has been in. But anyways, this is really interesting because Ellen Page is actually the voice and star of Quantic Dream's upcoming game Beyond Two Souls. So it makes it quite interesting that a character in The Last of Us supposedly looks and sounds like her, because she never was hired for that particular game. Now, if you actually look into it, The Last of Us was actually voiced by an actress named Ashley Johnson. Now, Ashley Johnson has been in a number of movies herself, such as What Women Want. She was also an actress in the TV show Growing Pains, where she played as Chrissy Seaver. Now, if we were to go solely off of the original vision that they had for Ellie, she would have a damn good point. But I think that they did design Ellie to look more like Ashley Johnson as opposed to Ellen Page. And even if that's not the case, I still think it's a mere coincidence that she looks like Ellen Page to some degree. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. But at the same time, I don't think that they were trying to go for that likeness. I mean, just look at Ellen Page. She's a beautiful woman. But let's admit, there's like 50 million women in America that look like her. Okay, that's an exaggeration. Maybe 50 million in the world, more like it. She has that girl next door look to her. She doesn't really have any particular facial features that are unique in any way. She just has that look to her. So, it's not that uncommon that something like this could happen as a mere coincidence. But could it really be a coincidence? That's the question here. If Ellen Page can, of course, prove that Sony, Naughty Dog, whoever, did design Ellie to look like her, she would have a lawsuit, easily, that she could win. But if you look at this image here, Ashley Johnson looks like Ellie too. So it really is interesting to see this. But whether a 14-year-old girl in a video game looks like someone in real life could be really subjective, because the graphics technology that they have now is so impressive that they can make characters in games look like real people. Now, obviously, it's not going to look as good. Games still have a ways to go to catch up to real life. But it can offer enough of a resemblance that you can think, hey, that character in that game looks like this person. It's not like the previous generations of consoles, where the rendering technology just was not caught up, and therefore barely offered a good resemblance to said characters. Could be part of the reason why Cypress Hill singer Shag lost his lawsuit against Rockstar for Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Because, yeah, there is some resemblance, but he couldn't really prove that, yes, indeed, Rockstar was using his likeness, because the game's rendering technology just was not that good to demonstrate that close of a resemblance. It's 50% at best is what we're looking at here. But the graphics are advanced quite a lot nowadays. So I can easily see why someone would think that Ellie looks like Ellen Page, looks like Ashley Johnson, looks like your neighbor next door. But let's be real here, guys. Although the original version of Ellie does look a lot like Ellen Page, the newer version, not quite as much. They really adjusted some of the features, like her nose, the freckles on her forehead, the eyebrows, definitely a little bit there's 6-7 billion people on this planet. You're bound to run into at least one person that looks like you in your lifetime. Heck, I've probably met 2 or 3 people that look like me, or at least people claim that they look like me. Heck, Will Wheaton! Proof enough! People can look like people. It doesn't mean automatically that they were using your likeness. Now, I do think that Ellen Page has a good case, but at the same time, I really think I'm going to have to take the side of Naughty Dog and say that this happened to just be a coincidence. Because there's a lot of girls that look like you, Ellen. Take that as a compliment. So if you guys like what you see, give me a like. Drop something down in the comments. If you don't like it, please let me know why. And don't forget to share and favorite and subscribe, of course. With that, guys, now Phoenix out.